Hello again, YouTube. Nasty Nate 888 here, bringing you another free-for-all game in Age of Empires 4. If you've enjoyed the content so far, please go ahead and give me a like and subscribe. I do appreciate it very much. Trying to get that subscriber count going up. Today, I'm going to be playing as the Malians. As you've seen me do before, as a random player. We have randomed into the civ that, I don't usually like to random into, be honest, as I think I rated it fairly low on my tier list, but has a pretty rough late game army, and it takes a while to get set up with your eco. But I've done some things to improve my game recently, which I'll share with you now. The first is building this. Hit mine right away when you spawn in Nomad. Get that gold income going up, 35 a minute straight away. Very nice. And we've discovered, first I thought we were on a huge water map, then I realized, oh, it's just rivers. But still, rivers are good, you know. It's not no deep sea fish, but it'll last us for a while. And as the Malians, we do love our cavalry builds, so we love to have a lot of food. So there you go. That's what we're gonna try to do here. Now let's take a look. What else is going on? Everyone's still in the game. No one left right away, fortunately. But we do see pink and purple very close to each other here. Even a barracks already coming out. A very strange play here by purple. Looks like there was some fighting going on that we may have missed. Some villagers perhaps lost, or just he's already spent, I don't know what purple thinks he's doing here with these he's built these men at arms right away. Maybe we should even restart this game and see what happened here. But it doesn't look like either player lost much. I'm wondering if there was anything that even happened here, like there was some reason he built this barracks right away. What did it accomplish? Doesn't seem like much. But anyways, let's not worry about it. It doesn't look like anything relevant happened. It looks like purple made some men-at-arms deal with pink because he was under siege, but of course, the town standard came up before that could come into play. I imagine pink's doing a lot better than purple. But both players, probably not too happy to be fighting this early in the game. Imagine. Assuming they want to win it. We see our teal player, our English player, doing the quick farm transition. Maybe not the worst strategy. An interesting one. I don't know why people don't go for boats more often though. Even as English, I think you want to get on the river, right? Anyways, let's go ahead and speed things up here since we'll keep an eye on these two players here. Meanwhile, I am scouting out the map, seeing what's going on my neck of the woods. I did not build the scout right away actually because I wanted to build this Donzo, or pit mine rather. I wanted to get enough wood for a dock, so now we see I'm spending my gold. I should have got this sooner probably even. We got first the mill because we were limited on food, or on wood, and then we got the docks when we could afford it. I don't think it seemed like a pretty good build order. The only problem was I got so much gold so soon that I should have definitely got this upgrade first, and I think I should have maybe sent more guys into maybe a little bit less, could have been a little bit less on wood and more on food to get my age up faster here. So I do want to spend that gold, I don't want to just sit in the bank, right? But now we see it looks like, yes, pink is aged up as he should. And he's doing the, like it's a spearman ram push, which not a lot of spearmen and rams. But 2 is probably an amount that you could use. There are a few men at arms here though. We'll see if purple is gonna wake up and realize what's going on, or he's just happy to do whatever he's doing. Problem here, of course, for purple is that pink's TC can kind of shoot these units. Oh, I have a move command on purple. So put this in the TC, yeah. He's not gonna micro his men at arms at all. He's gonna lose them all. And he never garrisoned fast enough here. There's some garrison micro you can do to take out these rams, which he's not. It's kind of annoying though because of TC here, but I think you can still do it. But he's not doing it, so he's going to probably lose the game pretty quickly. Let's see what happens. He surrenders. Okay. So, Pink has secured his kill. First kill of the game. But he's committed a lot for it. You know, getting rams very early in H2. Gonna set him back for sure. Excuse me. Get some water. Feeling a little bit a little tickle in my throat there for a second. Anyways, we got Pink coming up here now, getting aggro onto orange. Surprisingly, Pink a very aggressive player in this game. Not playing this like a free for all at all. Going straight for the kills. Oh my! We got a Regnitz here on I do not believe he's close enough for emergency repairs in this, so he's gonna have a bit of a situation on his hands, you could say, to say the least, right? Let's see if how this plays out. Does so yellow looks like he's going for stone. Maybe he wants to get a keep up. He doesn't have any relics yet. Were there any relics in this game to be had? Let's see here. I don't see any. Yellow didn't get him at least. Who else in H3? Red up here. He's got a Regnitz. There's one. It's gotten killed by something. There's one relic there. There's not a lot of relics in this game. There's one down here. There's another yeah, there's just jeez, okay. It's just a very low relic game, it looks like. I certainly didn't get any. I know I have one up here for later. When I get to 8. I'm in H3 actually, so we're doing pretty well. But the Regnitz has been cleaned up. A yellow, I don't know what yellow is thinking. But I guess, you know, there were no relics, and it looks like red is going to secure the only one over here. That's kind of nice for us, right? Because we're a Malian player, we're not looking at these relics so much. Kind of fortunate for us that there's a couple HRA players and none of them have any relics, right? So he's not even, I guess he's gonna, there's really no rush to repair that, right? You don't have any relics anyways. So what's the point that he does it, all of his workers? It seems that, as I was discussing earlier, this player decided to get a very early feudal aggressive, and now he's died to a late feudal aggressive. I thought it was a castle aggression, but no, it's also a feudal aggression. So these players very early, very aggro. I mean, this does work, right? But what is your economy behind this? You're a Jushi player. You know, that's a really important thing, is to have a economy. He's getting his fast age up, and he does have two. Okay, he does have 2 TCs, so I gotta credit orange. He's playing actually very well for himself, all things considered. He should probably go eliminate yellow when he gets the opportunity with these units. Since he has units and yellow does not, but he's probably not aware of the situation up here. Not attacking yet, just yet. I mean, you don't want to really get 2 kills right away necessarily, because it's kind of risky, I guess. This early to put yourself on the radar of everyone in the lobby by getting 2 kills, so maybe another bit. But I mean, he does have a keep here too, so we have to consider that. I believe it does not have access to emergency repairs. Yep, no emergency repairs. So it'd be an easy cleanup with like 1 trebuchet, right? It's like orange and teal are kind of starting to go at each other here. Oh, yellow has decided he wants to claim the sacred site. The only sacred site, unfortunately. I mean, but we do notice this, obviously, and call it out. Looks like green and red are having some grievances here with each other. But not going to amount to much, as he's English. Of course. We do see L's back. Okay, L's back's coming up. So this is a good strategy, I think. But how far are we? We're 18 minutes into the game. So I think the problem here is it's a little bit late, right? So, and he also doesn't have any relics, right? That's the main thing, actually, is he just doesn't have. There's no relics on this friggin' map. So yes, there's an L's back here. And I mean, I think I might actually do the same in his position. He spawned here on the sacred, right? And I just think I would have scouted and realized there's no relics and just built a bird grave, right? Like I wouldn't have even gone into this. I mean, it is definitely a strategy, and it's pretty well defended for the moment. He's got to hold it for 10 more minutes, right? Meanwhile, I'm already in age 4 as well. I'm starting to get my Sofa army, right? And we're looking at yellow now. Everyone's probably looking at yellow now. Orange is here. He's not moving up. Yellow's trying to, act stupid in the chat. He's play dumb. He's trying to play dumb in the chat. Oh, I'm just taking it for gold, but of course, we can see stuff, right? Or we can see a wall here. We don't see that. We actually don't see the L's back, even though it's right there. But I think when he builds these towers, we do notice them. So heal here enough. Orange is the only other player who's really on water like I am. We'll have to see if that comes into play at all. He seems like he's one of the better players in the lobby here. He has a lot of guys on one fish though. Can they all mine from that? That's crazy. I'm shocked. They moved. Maybe he realized they're not all able to do that, or maybe they were able to. I don't know how that works. I guess they can walk over each other, kind of. Their hitboxes maybe not very large at all. Interesting. But now we see I'm gearing up for yellow. And probably, I'm imagining that other players are going to try to deal with this too, since they realize the threat. So I'm starting to, my plan was to just go around torching, but originally, but then I realized, oh, I'm going to need siege because there's going to be walls here. And we do see that I don't quite get this down in time before it finishes. But I do notice one thing here. The most important thing I think for me is realizing there's no other town centers in here. So maybe there's not any more, maybe they're connected somewhere. But if I killed the main TC, right, he doesn't have emergency repairs. And so he should activate it here on the TC to try and save it. But he does not, it looks like, activate his emergency repairs. And now he has no emergency repairs because he doesn't have a TC connected to anything. So that's great for us. We have some cannons coming up too. So we should be able to break through to yellow here. We see his king is in the Elsbeck. Teal is coming in here to help us from the bottom. And I'm not even worried about the sake. There's still about 3 minutes left. I'm not too worried about it. I feel like we've got this either way. I just want to make sure that I'm the one that gets the king kill, of course. And we see Elsbeck cannot be emergency repaired. Teal realizes the problem too, I think, and he's coming up here to try to stop me. But as you can see, too late, and we get the kill. So now we're in a great spot. We got a kill, right? No more sacred site problem for now. And we've been able to boom pretty well. Green and orange looks like are both doing pretty well as well, so we have to watch out for them. And we'll see how this plays out. Since there's no relics, the HRE player is not too much of a threat up here. He's got, I think, 1 relic, right? I don't even know where he stationed it. Oh, he's got 2 relics. Okay, so he got 2. I got, I think, 1 from this one up here. I don't even know where the other relic came from. Interesting. But we see green is attacking here into orange space, which is great because these are the 2 players that are a threat in this game for me. I'm not sure why green did this. This is a very strange play. He's so far across the map, and orange clearly had more than enough to defend. But hey, we'll take it, right? We'll take what we get. The 2 strongest players want to weaken themselves. We'll take it, man. We'll take it. Alright, now green is he's decided, okay, maybe teal is a better target, which does make more sense for him. And he's pushing in. Meanwhile, I'm going to look at orange here. I'm like, okay, I've got this side of the river. I should probably actually wall this. I haven't walled this yet. But, maybe a bit of a mistake. We see orange has quite a bit here. So, my next strategy is like, okay, I need to, like, back up. I wanted to just confirm his army's there, or if it's not, then I can go attack. But since he's there, I can just go, you know, flank, right? I can go attack over here. There's too many towers and defenses here and army units. We can go just take some stuff out here. Take some landmarks out, right? And it looks like we actually have an opportunity here now to jump on the cannons, right? Because he chased my whole army over here, and he opened it up, so I was able to split up my army. And now I can hit the cannons on one side. These guys can just, you know, do whatever over here. I decide I'm going to target fire on the town center. Maybe a bit of a mistake here, so let's pause it for a second. So if he had moved his king into any of these other buildings while I was doing this, I would have been in a terrible spot here. But fortunately for me, as you can see, the king just pops out of the TC. He hasn't really been paying attention, I guess, to that, and he looks like it's going to get surrounded and killed. Yeah, so just before we lost all of our siege, we did lose quite a bit of it. But, you know, fortunately this player, you know, didn't have the... he just forgot about his king or whatever happened here. And we were able to get the kill. I think we would have got it if it got into one of these towers on this side. But maybe if he'd been like sending it this way and eventually get it in the keep, then we might have been in a pretty big pickle there, as you could say. But fortunately for us, we got the kill. We're at 2 kills now. Green here is still struggling to break teal, but it looks like he's getting in there. He's gonna take a bit of a loss, or some losses, but it looks like he's gonna get the kill maybe. Both these landmarks not getting repaired, workers just sitting here. Maybe teal is out of resources. Yes, he's very out of resources. But not the best trade for green, right? Like, this doesn't look good. This Berkshire and this white tower are still alive. Well, just the Berkshire now, but he's taking a lot of losses here. It looks like he's eventually going to get it. Where's the king now? He's on the run? Oh, there it is. Okay. So he's able to bring it back here. So he's going to put on a boat or something, but... He decided, I mean, he's dead anyways, right? Like, he surrendered. Now we have a situation where, you know, green is here with a couple kills, I think. Oh, he has 1 kill, I guess. Maybe that was his first. We're in a good spot, right? We got 2. Red doesn't have any. Green has 1. We're looking strong. And now I'm looking towards red, right? I'm like smelling blood in the water. I'm looking to try to take red out. But red needs a kill too, so he's decided to attack green. And maybe he saw me here. I'm not sure why he left the game. But I did identify in this game that it seems like he just left the game without... I know green was over here attacking this player. So who was attacking red, right? I was wondering what happened. And I think he must have seen my army. I'm guessing that's what happened here. And he just rage quit, right? He was I hit him at the worst possible timing for him. And we do identify that, you know, as I was moving down here, I realized, wait a minute, it seemed like red just left the game. Let's go check for the king, and there it is. So now we're obviously in a very favored spot in this game, right? We're at 350. If we get to that supply, we're at 350, but we aren't there. We're at 250, and we're having to attack all the way across the map. So when you're in this kind of position, you got to be careful here, right? And I identify that this army is a ton of elite men-at-arms, right? My army probably can't fight this army, right? Like, as it stands right here. I have too many, like, elite... Look, I have 50 of these units are elite warrior scouts. It's not going to do anything to men-at-arms, right? So we're trying to back up and get into and split up and try to, like, come around, and basically this is what you want to do when you're facing a superior army, is you just want to try to go around them, flank them, whatever you can, get on top of the siege, or just go around, right? But now we have this big siege army here that can definitely take on some men-at-arms, right? We'll just keep bulldozing into these units. We're actually coming back here now to flank because We identified that he pushed forward. We wiped his siege line in the back. Took a great fight against him. And now you can see we pretty much at this point won the game, right, with that fight. But we do have to still kind of be careful because there is no more gold on the map. But I've identified some relics here. As you can see, I'm building a mosque. There's some relics over in this side. Got these two that the red player left behind. Got two in my bank now. I think I found another one out here on the map somewhere. Maybe one of the players had it. There's one down here as well. I'm pushing in towards green, and green is remaxing with a ton of men-at-arms again. Hard to see what's actually his here because he's got a big old men-at-arms army. Not quite maxed yet. He has a decent amount of siege now too. We got to be a little bit careful here how we take this fight, right? I'm looking for an angle here. Coming in. Once again, we're taking. Looks like it'll eventually be a decent fight. We're not target firing the best here, but he just doesn't have as that much. I have more siege than he does, right? 14 mangonels here for me. Quite a few. 11 now. We've lost a few. But they're just too strong. They made too many men-at-arms in his comp, so I went crazy on mangoes. And as you can see, we just kind of outnumbered him here. Wiped him out. Now, looks like we're in a really good spot here to win this game. However, I'm a little bit hesitant because I see this Berkshire and there's a keep right next to it. So that's going to be, you know, with all these men-at-arms rallying in, it's going to be a tough fight for my Sopas, my scouts, right? Even with all the siege, maybe they can do it, right? Could probably win, but, you know, this is a situation where you got to think about, well, how could I lose this game, right? If I take a really bad trade here, right? If somehow I try to, like, break these and get his king, and, like, he wipes my army, and I don't quite get his king, like, what is going to happen there, right? He's got a bunch of spring ults. He can wipe all my siege if he wants. I have a few myself, but maybe he can't wipe out my siege. In fact, so we're gonna take a fight here. It's like all these dang units that red left in the game are just stuck here. But we do take a great fight here. We're still nearly maxed, or almost 300 supply. Our green player, he's pretty much up, but we're having to rally all the way across the map here. And we discovered that, oh no, there's a bit of a problem here. Green has gold income. He's got a couple of keeps. And my rallied units are kind of stuck in there. We've kind of taken a weird fight here. We were distracted with the rally point. And, you know, we still have a big advantage on him, but it's closed, the gap's closing, right? We decide, you know, okay, what do? We take Sacred Site. We had to wipe out some buildings here. You can see from the player that tried to take Sacred Site earlier. It's nice to have a secondary win condition, something to force our opponent, you know, to have to deal with eventually if it goes that far, right? I didn't want him to take. I was worried he might do the same because I feel like that would be one way that he could actually beat me, is take Sacred Site while I'm, you know, over here and start fortifying that, and then I can't really break him, right? Even though I'm in a really good spot here, I'm probably gonna win. There are still, you know, always ways you can lose. One of the other ways I could lose in this game, which I didn't do a very good job, was with my king here. There's no keep, there's no defense. I am walled on this side, but there is holes. Look at this. I've chopped through, and if green transitioned into cavalry here and did a run by, I would be in a world of hurt, right? I would. Look at this unit just stuck here. It's so funny. We've gone back and to deal with these keeps, but as you can see, fortunately my siege isn't here anymore, so I can safely run back. But you know, green is coming, right? Here he comes. Let's see what happens here. We take a horrible trade. I think I messed up my hotkeys here. And as you can see, a bunch of my siege gets destroyed before I can target his siege. And he also has a bunch of men-at-arms here Just wrecking my siege units. Fortunately, we have a bigger bank, but as you can see, our gold income is completely shot now. We don't have any gold, except for the relics, which we're starting to pick up. We got the 2 here. I was supposed to have 1 more here, but I guess I forgot about it. Or I rallied it, but it didn't go in, I think. Unfortunately. But we do have the sacred site, at least. And let's see, what is Green going to do about that? He's sending some men-at-arms. But there's not much else, right? Like, he doesn't have a lot to deal with this just yet. He does have some docks here, which he's starting to build a bunch of carracks, which is a good idea because, look, I mean, we're right on the water here, which I've identified too, and built my own war canoes. Unfortunately, they're not quite as powerful. They have cannons, I think, but they're just not going to be as tough as these tanky carracks, right? 4 armor, 3+1, 5+1, quite a bit more HP. Over 800 to 500. But we do have some keeps here. We're looking good. We're hoping he can't break us. I figured he would either try a run by or attack, on land here. It looks like he's attacking on land and water. He's committing very heavily to stopping my sacred site, which he has to, right? He has to stop the sacred site from winning me the game. We're down to a few minutes here left on it, right? And I identify that he's committed very heavily into this middle position here, right? He's built carracks, he's got rams coming, his army's rallying over here. So I'm just like, okay, cool, man. You take the sacred site, if you can take it. I've got another plan. And we see that he's breaking through. He's got more powerful ships than me. Keeps are holding for a little while, but now these rams are in here. And yeah, we're gonna lose the sacred site, of course. Let's take a look at what's going on over here. So he's got a few units here, but look at what we have. Way too much. So you're basically splitting your opponent's attention. Can work wonders. I'm gonna hit my siege festival and just shred that Berkshire, right? He gets the king in here, but hey, I mean, what do I care, right? We still have siege festival. We're torching the crap out of it. And now his king he's doing a good job migrating the king. But I mean, what can you really do here, right? I mean, this unfortunate pathing for me made it a little bit hard here. I guess he could have gone down here into one of these TCs, and that would have actually been the play. But he just tried to run, and we secure the win. So there you go. That's just how you can win as Malians. Just even, obviously I probably would have won anyways, right? Because of my supply advantage. But just to be safe, and just using cavalry, splitting them up, forcing your opponent into disadvantageous positions, with flanks, with run-bys, stuff like that. Very, very critical in playing this Civ. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. We can take a look real quick here. I had a ton more resources than anyone else because of my big fishing income. I had like 25, 30 fishing boats, I think. And, our food count's going to be crazy. Wood count was also crazy. A lot of guys on food wood and even gold. We got the most gold because of the relics we stole at the end of the game, at the very least. So we had a ton of resources, a lot of workers. We went up to, I guess we didn't go up to that many workers. But we did, I guess, I don't know if it counts, I don't think it counts fishing boats in this villager count here, so we did have quite a big eco, right? We had that PS1, no doubt. Anyways, we'll catch you guys in the next game. Peace.